Today, I'm going to be building the second hallway in my 2025 haunted house, which is the mini freezer hallway. Okay, so this hallway will come right off of the diner right here and kind of connect with it. So it is kind of the freezer of the diner. When I say mini hallway, it's literally just this kind of section right here with two walls on each side. Freezers aren't that big, so this is a good size for it. And I have some ideas to put in here, but the walls are already white, so I don't need to paint these. But the first thing I have to do in here is connect shelves here, because I want shelves in the freezer. I have these like pallet things I cut off last year. Here they are. I cut these off of the pallets I didn't use last year. These also went to the fence that I made last year, so hopefully I'll still have enough to do that. But here they are. I am going to paint them white after putting them up on the wall. And how I'm going to put them up on the wall is with these pieces, which I cut from a 2x3. And then I'm just going to screw them through the wall. And it should hold the shelves up. I'm not putting anything too heavy on them, so it should be fine. So I have these pieces that are going to connect the shelves to the walls. All I did was screw in from the other side of the wall and kind of align it with the shelves. And then I'll get one of these planks right here and put it over it and then screw it into each side. So I'm going to do that right now. So here's what they look like with them all on there. I am going to come back and paint them after I do this wall, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, so I just did the other side here. This is what it looks like, basically the same thing on each side. Now I am going to spray paint all these white and probably add some more colors to it and to the walls as well, kind of to dirty it up. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. I painted all these with a base coat of white, and I wanted you to kind of see through it. Like, the paint didn't completely cover the wood, but I like that a bit better to make it not look exactly white. And then I went in with some brown around there since I did run out of the black, but I think it works the same. I did like the same thing I did with the diner where I went around the panels like that, like how I did there. And yeah, I think these came out pretty cool. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to put on the shelves yet, but I'm definitely going to figure out something. But now I think I'm going to add the curtains that are going to kind of block off the diner from the freezer, which I have right here. These were curtains I used last year entering the swamp hallway. So I'm just going to staple those up there. They should look fine. Okay, so there it is. This is what it looks like from in the diner hallway, and they fit perfectly. They cover the exact length, which I'm so happy that they do. And I like the black. I don't love using trash bags. They look a bit cheaply made, which they are, but I like the fabric really well. I think it's fine that it's kind of wrinkly in some places, but I might try to iron that out. But you could just like walk through here into the freezer and it kind of blocks it off so you don't know exactly what's going to be in there. Okay, so now I think I want to have a body bag either on this side or this side kind of hanging up. So out here, I have one of the stuffed dummy props from Spirit Halloween and a trash bag. I might need to use two of those to cover him and put him in the form of a body bag and hang him upside down. I think it's just cool to have a body bag in there and you don't know what's inside. Okay, so here is the body bag I made. I used two trash bags, one on the top, one on the bottom here, and then use tape to kind of put them together and make it more like a waist right there. And then I used some thin rope to put around the head. And then I used a zip tie down here at the legs, but then I'm also going to connect a rope so then I can connect it up there to the ceiling. So here's what it looks like hung up, and I love this so much. I've always wanted to add some type of body bag into the haunt, but I've never gotten to it, and this hallway's just perfect for it. It makes me want to do another one. I do have another dummy, but I'm not sure if it will fit in here. I just love that this looks like a human upside down. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. And like the weight on it as well. And it's not just like shoved with plastic bags. I really like how this looks. Also, it can sway like that when the people walk through it and go by it. Because I will have a wall here. I just don't have it up yet so it can be easily to get in and out of the garage. And then it'll enter into the next hallway. And I really like that you kind of have to touch it to go by it. Okay, so right here, I have two more things that I am going to hang up. I have more stuff as well, but for now, I have these hands right here. This one is from Spirit. It's got that rope on it, which I do need to uncut. It makes it longer, and then I got the foot over here. I recently got these for the hallway, and I think they're going to work perfectly. I love the veins that these have, and along with, like, the blood tops. I might even add more blood, because I do have some perma blood over there that I am planning on using for this hallway. So this is what they look like hung up. I did one long kind of bar across there and slanted it. so they could still be on the same thing and they're easy to move and stuff. So if they're getting in the way, I can easily like move them over. If I decide I want one in a different spot, I can do that. So I also have this guy right here, which I feel like could work perfect in this hallway. I just don't know where else I could hang him. So I might use him, but I might not. If not, I'll probably use him in my farm display, but he could go down here somewhere. Another thing I have here is the emergency activation button from this year at Spirit Halloween. When you press it, it activates an animatronic, but I don't think I'm going to have it like connected to an animatronic this year, but it will still have some like light up stuff if I plug it in. And I feel like it could work pretty cool in this hallway with that emergency button. So I'm either going to have it on this side or this side, and then I'll screw it to the wall. So this is what it looks like here. I did turn it on just to see how it would look, and I really like that orange light that it has. Like I said, it's not connected to anything, but if someone does press it, it just kind of flickers like that. And I did cover the wire up here with like white tape, which I might make a little darker so it matches the wall a bit better. But I think it looks fine just like that, and I really like how this works in the hallway. Okay, so it's the next day, and I did a couple things, not too much, but I got some of the perma blood that I had and kind of splattered it on the walls here. It's on like all the walls around here, even on this side. And I think this came out so good. It's not as glossy in this lighting, but it does look like real blood. And then I also brought up these intestines that I got at Transworld 2 years ago. And these just work perfect in the freezer. I don't know if they're going to stay there. So I added the wall back here that will be there. I do still need to paint it. This is the wall from last year, so that's why it has all that carnival stuff on it. But already with that there, I think this looks a lot better and more complete like that, instead of looking to like whatever I had behind this wall. Another thing I did was get the lighting here, and I made it a really dimmed blue to give it kind of that cool effect. I will be adding a couple fans in here a little closer to Halloween, but I'm not going to do it for the video because you guys can't really tell if it's cold or not. Another thing I was thinking is to get 2 dummies, since I do have another one, and put it on that side and kind of act like curtains, but as like these body bags. But let me know in the comments if you guys think I should do that, because I can always do that later and just add it. Okay, so the hallway is done. It is very dark because I did turn off all the lights, just so it looks kind of cool in here. So let's go in the curtains here. And it looks very purple on camera for some reason, but this is the blue lighting here. I'll go back a bit, and this is what you see when you first walk in. All this neon carnival stuff will not be there. This is just going to be plain black. It's just, I don't have the black paint to paint that yet. But yeah, I love how this whole area came out. I think it looks very scary, very gory with all the blood around here. We got the emergency button, which I don't have on because that light that was kind of flashing there made this hallway feel more warm than cold since it was an orange light, but you can still press it. I might connect it to something. And then right here, up here, we've got the foot right there with the blood, which looks great. I love that glossy blood that I added to that. And then the same thing over here with the hand. Now the body bag is kind of hard to see, so I do have a flash on for this, but here is the body bag, and you can definitely see it better in person with the blue lighting, but it kind of blends in on camera. But yeah, there it is, and I think this just looks awesome hanging there. Like I said, I might add another one over there, so they're kind of curtains, but not sure yet. But overall, I just think this guy is super cool just as one. Now over here on the shelves, I don't have anything on them yet. I don't know what I could really add to them. Probably more like meat things or like hands or body parts. I do have the intestines right there, which I already showed. But then on this side, we just got a rat right there. And then here's what it all looks like from far back. And like I said, I think this came out so good. The blue lighting definitely helps it in real life to feel more cold than a normal temperature. I did say I was going to add some fans in there as well. And I'm also going to add a fog machine, but it's going to be like low lying, so it feels a little cooler in here. But that is going to be it for today's haunt build. I hope you all enjoyed. There will be more coming soon for the rest of the hallways, which I am currently working on. But I know this one is just a mini hallway, but I still think it does add a lot to this haunted house. But if you aren't already, go follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.